a shot of that later. Yeah, I might go in it later on, I'll see. See what happens there, I might have a wee shot of that later on. Big park, might as well have a look at this as well. Yeah, oh, there's quite a lot.
A swing.
Oh yeah, I done the bungee jump. Yeah, it's lovely up that way. It's not empty the day, but the whaling was right across. It's a walled garden up there as well. That's amazing, it's a big park. I didn't realise just how much there actually is here. I might have to do a separate video sometime on a better day and have a look around the park, make a video specifically for this. There is a lot here, I didn't realise how big this place was. Go-karts as well, oh, I like the go-karts. So I've got to put the waterproof leggings on because it's just getting a lot wetter, so at least I've came prepared so I won't get any wetter. Walled gardens up there, yeah. And boating ponds, there's lots of stuff here actually. It's a really big place and there's a lot here. I didn't realise there was just quite as much here. I mean, I have been here before actually, come to think of it, going back about 14 years. I took a family with a young kid, I took them here, I drove them here and spent a wee while, and I think we went on these pedal carts. That's going back, 2010 that was. Then I drove my other mate's family here as well, probably about 15 years ago or something. I think we went on the trampolines. But it was a wee while ago. But yeah, there's a lot here. You could spend the whole day here. There's so much. I didn't realise just that there was so much here. I've forgotten just how. But the rally anyway, the vintage rally is just up there. So I'm not sure. We're still thinking if we could get the bus any further. Maybe not. I'm not sure just how we're going to do it. Not very sure if we're going to get the bus up here any further. There is another thingy, train thing, tractor trailer thing you could get on. I might have a wee shot on that later as well. Just past that earlier, I might have a shot on that later. Have a look at this bus, this single decker bus that's up here. Some footage of that. And see if anything else is turned up. Because it's only going on 11 o'clock, so hoping there'll be more vehicles turning up. There's a fair bit here, but I just hope there's going to be more. You can see a Morris 1000 Traveller up there, and just with the wooden bits on it. That's my dad used to own that in the 70s before he got the Austin Allegro. I remember it. I was only, I'd have been about 4 or 5 year old, but I do remember it. Then he got after that he got the 1500 Austin Allegro, the Morris 1000 Traveller. Morris 1000 Traveller with the wooden doors, or the wooden frame. Yeah, that's an old car. Certainly, I could remember that when I was young. My dad's was a dark blue. It was a G register 1968. But there's my favourite ones, the Mark II Capri. That's a car I used to really like in the 80s. That's the Mark I Capri. That's a Mark III Escort, Mark IV Escort, Mark III Escort. Mark IV Escort, that's a Capri's again, Mark II's. And just to compare the differences, the Mark I. So this is really going back now. This is like, I don't know, Model T Ford or something. Ford, I think it could be a T Ford actually. Soon find out. We'll find out. Model Ford, Ford Model T, yep, I was right.
We are all admirers. I was actually going to.
I like looking at all that stuff as well. This is first mass-produced car, I think. Ford Model T, 1900s, early. I think they were the first mass-produced cars back in the early 1900s. The Model Ford Model T. So I was just looking at the Morris 1000, the Morris Minor. It's the Morris, probably 1000 litre, or maybe 870cc, not quite sure which. Yeah, it's 1000, Morris 1000, it's a convertible as well. Yeah. It's the same sort of. Oh no, it's different. It's not the
10
like the A series. It's
extra 10 mile an hour.
yeah. The early ones had the gearbox and sump. That was like what they had in the Minis, the Austin Mini and the Allegros, and the Maxes had the E series engine. So let's see where John is. Ford Angular, the blue one. Ford Angular. That's the model before the Escort, the predecessor to the Escort, I believe. It's the Ford Escort Mark II. It's 2 litre, 2.1. Oh, right. Didn't realise it came in a 2.1. So, look around the rest of it. Just going to see what's up here actually. Might get a bit of an aerial view kind of. So it's not really much of a view because of the overgrowth. If it wasn't for the trees, I'd probably get a sort of an overview. But I'll tell you one thing, I'm glad I had my hiking boots on. Just hitting that big deep puddle. Probably a wee shot on the 200 north. It's a big museum, right? It's like I might have a wee shot in the elbow as well, actually, later in the footage.
We've been very busy here.
So that's the tractor that was on, that done all the pulling all these carriages. Massey Ferguson 135. So that was alright, had a wee shot in there. So I might have a wee shot in that railway thing as well. I'll go and have a look over and see what's doing over there. No, just for a minute. I thought it was a steam one. It's diesel. Oh, right.
A diesel.
Oh, there it is. There's the real deal there. That's the actual Transit engine. I thought it was steam too.
25
It's good though. Does the job. I thought it was steam for a minute, but it's not. It's powered by a Ford Transit engine, Duratorque 2 litre. I just when I saw the bit at the front, obviously it's to look like it's to mimic the steam train. So I'll just pick any car. It just says help. Just go on any, help yourself on any. So go on this one here. Go for a wee huddle round on this. The seat's a bit wet, but I've got my waterproofs on anyway. So it just goes round the park. It's a miniature railway. So there is pedal carts as well over there. It'll be good for exercise. They were power go-karts, but they're not. They're the pedal ones. It was like the ones I was at when I was at the caravan park at Berwick on Tweed. I done a video on that. That was last year. We went there and there's pedal carts. So. It's getting a bit busier. Some more people coming on it. It's not dear. It's only like a couple of quid. You get the new ticket at the ticket office and then go for a railway trip right round. So, but as I say, it's a small diesel engine, a transit van, Ford transit van engine. I thought it was a steam engine at first, but it's not. It's just it's Duratorque 2 litre transit engine. So he's just saying that they're putting some sand down on the track. So because it's going up a slight gradient, and because the rails are wet, it needs to have some traction, some friction for traction. But it's just metal wheels on metal rails, and because the ground's wet and there's a slight gradient, they've got to put like salt out, sort of sand down on the track. So we are off. Done something like this on the Isle of Man. Had the open car railway system on the Isle of Man. I've done a video on that. That was a couple of years back. So this is major. Obviously this is miniature compared to the Isle of Man one. think we'll get a couple of laps out. Unless if there's another bit of railway. So that was it. A wee shot on that. So I'm going away to get a bite to eat. I think I'll go to the cafe and get something because it's getting on. It's time now, 12 o'clock. So see what I could get to eat, and then I'll have a wander around again and I'll look at see if there's any more vintage vehicles came in. So, it's a fair sized park. Well, there's a lot you could do here. Boat and ponds, pedal cars. Oh, there's John. Let's see what he's. It's the railway. So lunchtime.
Yeah.
Let's see what they've got here. So, got myself a cheeseburger with chips and a coffee. So I just had a bite to eat. Some sort of band going on back there, and the rain's off at the moment. I don't know how long it's going to be off for, but it's sort of. So I'm going to see if anything else has turned up. I don't think they were there before. I'm going to have a look at these. Well, they were actually. I just think they're using the chamois, the two cars. I think I got footage of that. But I'll get some more footage of it. Toyotas. Nice. GR86. So a Toyota Supra, Toyota GR86. I think there might be a sort of that car there, the blue one. I'm not sure if I saw this earlier, but it's a Daimler, same make as the bus that we came through on. Just getting the reflection, unfortunately. I've got the engine open on the Ford Capri over there. I like the Capris. I'll show you that in a second. It's a Ford Anglia. It's a Volkswagen Beetle Mark IV Escort. I like that as well. I like them all, they're all smart. My favourites are it's a Mark II Escort, that's my favourite. The Capri, I like the Capri. I've always liked the Capri, the Mark IIs. They were definitely a car. When I was a kid, I really enjoyed dreaming that I owned one of those things. Craved looking at them. That was a car I always craved when I was a kid in the 80s. This is the Ford Capri, the Mark II especially. That's the V6 engine, I think it's in.
You've got the other ones. What have you got?
Oh, that's a V8, is it? No, V6. V6. Oh yeah, X
So that's
parts.
wide body, so if you round the back you'll see it's X series.
It reminds me of the Mark I Mexico with the big flare wings on it again. This is a rarer one. It's the X for the extra width, extra wide, basically. Sporty model. It's quite a. So that's the extra width there. You can see that the wings come out quite a bit. The rear wheel arches and that. I wonder if I could get a view of inside them. And that's the... Yeah, so that was what I used to crave when I was a kid. I used to just dream about owning the Capri, the Mark II. Well, that's a special, that's a 3 litre V6. They've got other nice looking cars as well. The TR7 is. See, I remember all that from the day, when I was growing up in the 70s and 80s, 80s especially. I remember all these cars when they were on the road. Now there's just museum pieces, you know, but they've aged well. I mean, they've still got plenty of performance left in them because it's a modern, although it's old, it's a modern car. It's not like the ancient Model T Ford, you know, but before my time that one. But yeah, you can smell when they start them up. It's just the original petrol smell. There's no catalytic converters or anything like that. So that's a nice looking car as well, the Triumph TR7. And then you've got the Volvo tank, which is 240, I remember those. So the XR, it's Mark II Fiesta. There's the other Capri, it's laser. That's a nice looking car. I'll get a selfie with that now.
I had to get a friend to help me because one of us had to be making sure it didn't hit me. Normally I just took myself. Yeah. But those are the GT Magos. You see they're quite bulky. And they
like the one we saw yesterday.
yeah.
Always they'll change it. 6 lanes, bigger because things like engine rings per day.
It's just crazy, isn't it?
Bigger again.
I mean,
It's the biggest one.
So it's actually started to brighten up now, amazingly enough. It didn't look like it was going to brighten up, but it is. It's kind of stopped raining, it's got a wee bit warmer, a bit more pleasant than it was earlier. You can hear the horns move. Just looking at the steam coming off the roofs of the cars, it's just because of the heat. The sun's sort of coming up, which is a good sign. And you can see how it's kind of starting to, it's evaporating off the roof. This car is the Chrysler Crossfire. We got a look inside the TR.
Yeah, it is quite low, yeah.
Yeah, it's lovely. Really nice. And you got the bonnet open as well. So this is the Triumph TR7, and let's be careful here again. Bonnet. Feast your eyes on that. Twin carb, twin SU carburetors. So that's a V8, and you can tell it's V8. It's got the 4 exhaust problems, one for each cylinder, 4 sets of spark plugs on each bank. That's your ways of telling. And you've got 16-point distributor. Sorry, eight. Just it's T leads. T leads, one's for each cylinder. Then you've got the main king lead. So there's 9 leads going all together to it, but 8 of which are going to the engine, 4 on each bank. It's convertible. TR7. Triumph. TR7. Oh, thank you. That's good. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, that's brilliant.
This is where I grew up.
Zero Coke. Coke Zero.
Oh, that's perfect.
You want that or a bottle of water?
It's a Scottish Bolton designed car, the Hillman Imp. So I've got a Hillman Imp. There's one like that in the Glasgow Transport Museum. It's Bolton designed in Scotland. Basic engine at the rear. If you go to the Glasgow Transport Museum, it actually shows you the rear subframe removed with the engine and transmission and all the rear drive axle. Well, I think it's a split axle on the rear, but it goes into a lot of detail. I've done a video on this before. But anyway, here it is in the metal in a park, Craigtoun Country Park. Hillman Imp. Oh, something sounds good. So I'm gonna that XR2 start up there, big bore exhaust. So yeah, it's a Hillman Imp. Hillman Imp. That's just the actual power unit, the engine. It's like you would see in the Transport Museum, just how it all engine sits at an angle to allow for the clearance. There's the bits just really like that, so they've got to tilt the engine on its side more or less so that it could, and the gearbox is set further back, and it's all this is on one big subframe. It's your dynamo and your cooling fan. It's all belt driven. Being a rear engine, it's got to have a constant driven cooling fan because there isn't any ram air on your conventional front engine. I think if I remember correctly, I think it's a cast aluminium. I think it's cast aluminium for the engine block for lightness, I think. Looks like it. So the sun is out now actually. It's turned out to be amazingly a lot better than I thought. The convertible's open in this Volkswagen Beetle. Certainly convertible. Really starting to look quite nice for pictures with the flowers in the background, and it's a Volkswagen camper van. Let's see if we got pictures of BMW next to the vintage bus in the background and vintage car here. Morris 1000 Traveller, because I remember that from when my dad owned one back in 1917. Well, he had it in the 70s, but I remember it for 78, 1979. I was only like 5-year-old. This was a G-Reg one, and that got scrapped out, and then you got a Austin Allegro 1500, I remember that very well, and then that got scrapped in 1985 due to rust problems, just corrosion. So it's turned out alright though, so I've got my waterproof leggings and waterproof jacket on. I'm going to try and relish some of the warm weather while as you know, I'll be walking around the park as well. See what else there is to see. It's lovely here when it's brightens up. You could put all these plants and stuff, flowers, bushes and overgrowth. It's a big park, so I'm going to be walking around and then I'll come back to the vintage part as well. I'll go and have a look at the bus, our bus, because it's sat in the car park. But I've never actually got some good pictures when the sun's out, so I'll go and get some pictures of that as well. And I'll have a walk around and see what else there is, because it's a lovely park to be at. So, might have a look at the walled garden as well. It's 2 o'clock, so there's a couple of hours hopefully. Do pedal boats here as well if you wanted a shot in the pedal boats. I'm not sure I'll be doing that. Lovely. I think if I was going on the pedal boat, somebody else could do the pedalling, I'll just be a passenger. But I think we might all remember, because the last time we were here, I thought it was 15 years ago, but I'm sure we were here since then. Just been that many places, I've kind of lost track, but I'm sure I have. And we went on the pedal boats somewhere. Well, I just let my mate do the pedaling. So I'm just having a wee look up here. This is lovely, it really is. It's turned out to be a nice stay now, weather-wise. So, lovely wee bench here as well if you wanted to just sit and enjoy that, eh? Really nice. Just have a picnic on that bench and just have that as your view. So I'm going to have a look and see what's happening with the bus. Well, I'll be waiting there. It'd smell much better. Oh, is that some... So there's quite a lot. There's even the last thing there's like a play park and all sorts of stuff. I think that's the trailers, the tractor thing. Oh no, I thought it might have been that tractor thing I was on earlier with a big trailer on the back. It's just the same engine, I think. So I'll just make my way up to where the bus is just to see what's happening there. Just a wee bit of information as well. There's John showing some people around the bus, I think. Some visitors having a look at it.
Okay, see you after. Hello.
Aye. Got the thing here.
I'm just going to have a look at the walled garden, and then I'll go back down to the vintage cars as well. I was just seeing what was happening up at the bus and that. I think John's coming back down and let's have a look later on. But I'm going to have a look at the walled garden, and then afterwards I'll go back to the vintage vehicle bit. This is going into I think it's the walled garden, and then there's an Italian garden further up as well. Some footage. So that's a lovely wee like bandstand, I think, or maybe just a shelter, maybe not a bandstand, but it's sort of reminded me of the one at Bangle and Green in Dundee. Yeah, so that's the trampolines, and then there's like crazy golf there. Opened up some of the bonnets on these cars. I think they were used there.
Some of the resty running, the same as I've got.
Over engine. What's from this? Austin 1300. This is the old Volvo. Oh no, tell a lie. That's a Triumph, my mistake. That's the Triumph. I thought for a second, just I don't know what. Triumph, sorry. It's a dynamo. Modern cars have alternators now, but the earlier ones, vintage cars, used a dynamo system, DC for direct current. The alternator uses AC to charge the battery. Well, the old cars, dynamos, that's what they used to charge the battery. It was DC, direct current. The alternator's more advanced. So I'm sitting inside the Triumph. Well, that was nice of them to let me sit inside. So I'll show you what I'm looking at. That's the interior. Lovely. You can smell the petrol and that. Wow. Nice. It's a Bakelite steering wheel. Yeah, it's hard Bakelite steering wheel. It's the walnut or mahogany. Yeah, very nice. So I was sitting inside the Triumph there. It's a V6 2-litre engine. So, nice car it was. Nice car indeed. Very nice car. So, So the Vauxhall Cavalier has got its bonnet open as well. It's an F-Reg 1988 to 1990. I think it's a single overhead cam one.
Right.
It's a Mark 2, Mark 3 Cavalier. I can't remember to think about that one. Mark 3 Cavalier perhaps. Same age as the Vauxhall Astra I had back in 2001. It was an F registered. It was a 1.3 single overhead cam. You don't see many of them around, but it's in the same era as that. I can't remember, I think that's Mark 2 or Mark 3, I have to check. Mark 2 or Mark 3 Cavalier, I can't remember which year, I'll just go and find out actually. So Wolseley,
Oh, there's something different there.
yeah, it's a Vauxhall Cavalier Mark 3, it's a Mark 3. So it's sort of in currently with the Mark 2 Astra. The Mark 1 Cavalier was in the 70s, the Mark 2 was slightly different and the Mark 3 is completely different body shell. There's the old Volvo with the bonnet open and the engine showing.
Well, it's up here, I haven't seen. I haven't seen one, I've only seen a VW Bug in the camper van. I thought there'd be more.
He's apparently very good at resprays, so we're sort of in line to try and get done, but a good resprayer will be a bit of work done to the body.
Well, you see that Mark 1 Golf we've got.
It's a brake servo unit.
When these to come, they'll be worth.
It's heater box.
Didn't sell it. Didn't sell
Oh
it.
no, he won't.
20
You know, when it
carbs,
can cost
20 carbs.
£30,000 for a Ford Escort.
I know. I know. It's crazy, isn't it? Well, he's and we were looking for one for like 3 years, and we got it a year in advance.
Override, I think that's, it's a 5th overdrive, maybe 5 high-speed box.
The manual one. It's been off the road since January because the bow seal where the hood meets the roof has got a crack in it, so before they gave me it they didn't read water in the footwell.
I had the Volvo convertible up until nearly 2 years now, and but I was having trouble with blowing fuses, and the roof wasn't working and whatever, you see. And I sold to Beverley in Yorkshire, and I said, well, I've got this, but I've got these problems. He says, well, I'll look at it. So cut long story short,
Does it cost much when you're extra?
Into Edinburgh, so down either from Craigtoun take Stockley Park and round it fairly cool. You get the bus there and it's a fucking cost, you know, and you don't need to bother trying to find a parking place. So we use it any time we're down. That's the third option, and the service is great.
Yeah, you've done it a few times in Dundee. Just trying to park it. Dress up to Aberdeen Wednesday.
My back
Get halfway up.
Really? Is that right?
Yeah, really. He's done
So it's a Mark 3 Ford Fiesta. This is based on like a Mark 2, that one I think. Or is that a Mark 1? That's a Mark 1. That's the Mark III Ford Fiestas. It's a different model altogether. Not quite sure what that one is yet. So I'm going to have a look down. I'm going to have a look down there. I haven't been there yet. Yeah, just going to have a look at this garden as well. The car show's just up there. So this video is going to be probably made into 3 parts. There'll be the bus trip here, which is on the Daimler, then there'll be the vintage car show, and some of it will be the park as well, Craigtoun Country Park. So I'm not sure if this is the Italian garden. It might be the Italian garden that I'm in. Let's tell you one thing, it's quite slippy. These stones, when they're wet, the ground is still damp and they're very slippy. So yeah, it's turned out to be a rather nice Sunday afternoon actually. It's not like totally sunny, but it's dry and it's brightened up considerably compared to what it was this morning. I feel a lot better. So just being extra careful going down these slippy steps. I'm not quite sure where this goes to though. I think I've probably seen the boundary, unless there's something up here. I'm not sure. I think this might be as far as the boundary as it goes. I'll go have a look. Residential area or something. Could be like private houses and that there, so I think this must be the boundary. I'm not sure if there's something further up here, but I just kind of like. So far, all the gardens have seemed to have stretched quite a bit. It's garden boundary, nice bushes all the way around the peripherals of the park from what I've seen so far. So this is back to the cafe area just up there. There is like another bit of a garden there as well. I'm going to have a look at. Yeah, I think that's, I've done most of the boundaries. I've covered quite a considerable part of the Craigtoun Park. I've covered quite a bit. So the actual vintage vehicle bit is just using a small part of the vastness of this park because it's quite big. So it's a park of 3 now, so I think sort of like unwinding. But I'm going to stick around just till it's time to go, and if I see anything else I'll capture it for you. So as it starts to unwind and the cars start to go, I could then hopefully get some of the footage as they drive off. There's one moving now. So I'm missing a few of them, but some of them are just leaving. I was hoping to get them as they were driving out, but
Computer says no either.
Amazing, isn't it?
fire, taking it shut off, and take all the knuckles off. That's why I've got these. Yeah, I do. Regularly. Yeah, everything is done. This is oil. This is oil. So fun. Incredibly.
If it starts, hopefully it will. So I'm going to head back towards the bus because I think they're going to be heading. I've been here for about 5.5 hours, so it's not bad. Spent all day here, all afternoon anyway, and latest part of the morning. So it was a nice day after all. The weather was not great to start with, but it's improved considerably now. So I'm just going to, well, that's pretty much it. I don't really think there's anything else. Can't really think anything at the moment. Seems to be it. Oops, just walking in a load of mud. Oh, there's a squirrel. Is it a squirrel? It's a robin. I thought I just saw something in the corner of my eye. So yeah, I got some of the footage of the vehicles moving, some of the cars as they were moving and leaving like it. Yeah. I shall probably round the video off when I get back to the bus. Just if I see anything exciting on the way there, I'll capture it. But I'm sure if I looked over there, I'll show you what it looks like over there, just ahead of these bushes, the hedge. I don't know if I captured much footage here. I'm going to look over that hedge and just show you what's there. I think that's the zip side. There's the pedal cars are there. I just saw someone on them. I think the zip slide's here actually. Up there's the Volkswagen camper van just starting up. Rear engine, air cooled. But yeah, over there, I'll go back to that in a second. I'm just going to capture some footage of this. So the engine's warming up. So I got the footage of the front anyway earlier, so I'm just showing you the rear end as it pulls away. I mean I did get photos and videos of the front earlier, but that's footage of it moving, and you heard a wee bit of the engine and the exhaust. Here when the Model T Ford's moving. I think he's going to start up as well. I'll quickly show you this area. If the zip slide's free, I might even have a shot on it. I'll just see what it's like. I don't think I covered this area in my video earlier, so I'm going to just very briefly show you what it's like down here. Just missed the Ford Mustang starting up. Damn, can't afford. I'm going to go to this before I go to the zip slide. This takes priority. I don't like doing that. Hang on. It sounded really quite loud, so I've made a dash back to here. So it's the Mustang. Just managed to get it before it pulls away. Get the noise of the exhaust. Oh, that sounds brilliant. Excellent. Maybe a better shot inside. Ford Mustang. Mustang's still there, so I think he's waiting until these go, and this time maybe we get a footage of the front. I did get footage earlier, but I used to get to see it now. The Mustang's going next. Soon will be. Yep. There it goes. well, I was quite lucky. I got capture footage. I think they're going to start the Ford. Just hope they don't wander. Don't go away. Hope they didn't go away with us. The bus. Nah, they'll wait till phone is if they're. So I might stick around for that. I think they're getting ready to get it started, so I'm going to take this opportunity to show you this zip slide. To about there, and they heard the Mustang engine starting, and they made a dash for it. So I'm going to. So it's a bit of a timing, and I'm going to show you this before that starts. So kind of like making a run for it. This is the bit of the countryside that I did at the Craigtoun Country Park that I didn't capture earlier, and the zip slide's just over there. I don't know actually if it's on. It's there, but it's not operating, unfortunately. That doesn't look like it's operating, so anyway, never mind. Thought I'd show you this bit of the park anyway. So I'm going to get back to the. I've not had my phone ring yet, so I'm going to go to the Ford and hopefully get footage of that starting up. So make my way back over. Try to crank it over. So I'm going to try and get there before it starts up. I think they'll try to fire it up. I can hear it trying to start. So obviously takes quite a few cranks up. Got there. This made it. It took a few turns for it to start up, but eventually we got it fired up. When it moves, there she goes. That's got to be the oldest vehicle here, I think. The Ford Angular started up as well, after a couple of attempts. Isn't too bad at all. That's just the thing you heard starting up there. I was on that earlier. So I've captured some good footage of the vehicle starting up. I think I'm going to make my way to the bus now. I think they'll probably be waiting on me. Yeah. So I'm going to round the video off. That's pretty much the day out done. That's everybody's kind of like heading. Well, the park's open till obviously all the time, but the event, the vintage show, that's most of them are heading off now. So we're kind of like going to be heading off shortly as well. So yeah, I'm going to go back on that and just chill out. So I've had a good day anyway. Enjoyed it. The Craigtoun Park in its own right is a huge place to look at. There's lots to do, see. It's a country park. I've tried to cover as much as I can on the video as well, and obviously the vintage vehicle show that was held here today for the May 2024 vintage vehicle night, which is good. They got some good footage in that. Some of the footage anyway, the cars moving off, engine compartments inside them, all around them. So yeah, enjoyed it. So I've got the drive back. So I'm not driving it like John's driving. I'm just going to sit back and relax and probably stand at the platform as well and enjoy the novelty, because you won't get buses built like that these days now. It's all closed off and closed inside. I mean, backloader, jeez. That left service in Dundee in 1973, 1974, something like that. So, anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. See what else I put up on my channel, and thanks for watching. Okay, bye for now. Bye.